Texans quarterback Brock Osweiler was sidelined Sunday after throwing 2 interceptions early against the Jaguars. But listen to what head coach Bill O'Brien had to say about that highly paid quarterback.
I think that the thing about Brock is, again, I felt like the decision right now was, for this week, was in the best interest of the team. I think that Brock has done a lot of good things. I always think it's difficult to come into a brand new system and learn that system and try to apply it to the games. It's not easy. We have not given up on Brock Osweiler. I told him that.
O'Brien, I guess, trying to keep Osweiler involved. You don't want him to be aloof. What do you make of that statement that we haven't given up on Brock? Because you benched him.
Right.
So that speaks volumes.
And they still control their own destiny. It's not like, oh, we're going to bench him, see what else we have for next season. No, you could still win the Super Bowl. I don't think they have any chance. But, I mean, at this point, they win their last 2 games. They win the South. They're in the playoffs.
Get a home playoff game.
For Wild Card Weekend. And who knows? Madden, we've seen crazier things. Something could click. This is right when he started falling flat on his face last year, to the point where let's go get that ailing 39-year-old guy who's had the worst year of his career, and we're going to go do it. And then they shocked the world. Yeah, I think that this is one of the biggest buyer remorse contracts we've seen in a long time. Okay. I think this is one of the bigger exhales that Denver's had in a long time. They signed the right guy in Von Miller in the offseason.
For sure.
I mean, heck, they were going to give this guy roughly $75 million. And what else is Bill O'Brien supposed to say, Clement?
Has to do it. I mean, because you
so
can't say it's all about Tom Savage and we're not worried about anybody else, because what if Tom Savage gets injured? What if Tom Savage just, is terrible as well, has a bad game? You still might need Brock, so he has to make sure that Brock is still on board.
I think Brock's the better quarterback here. I still just don't think that he's as good or even in the same zip code as anyone making $17 million a year at quarterback in the NFL. So there's 2 different things. Houston, the Cowboys last year, when you don't have any good quarterbacks, it's all relative, right?
Yeah, they have 4, so we're like, if we can get 1, we should be okay.
You thought he was the savior because they do have an incredible load of building blocks. That team, they're one of those teams that they don't have that many holes to win with such a poor quarterback production this year, and we're still 8-6. That's a testament. And we don't have the best defensive player that we expect in all of the NFL, probably since Lawrence Taylor or Reggie White, and he's not even playing for us. Bill O'Brien also knows that his bosses know we can't get rid of this guy. Whether we like it or not, if he's healthy, he's starting in 2017. We have too much guaranteed dollars that is red tape to this guy for the next 2 seasons. This isn't year 4 of his deal.
Due to make $16 million fully guaranteed in 2017. If he's cut, his cap charge of $19 million will increase to $25 million.
Exactly.
But when you look at that production, 14 touchdowns, 16 interceptions, below 60% completion rate, he certainly has not met expectations.